I grew up on a small reservation in north central Minnesota called the Sandy Lake Indian Reservation. Not all tribes signed on to the IRA, and consequentially, we were terminated without being officially terminated. We would continue to live as a sovereign people. We're pretty much left alone in the woods. Our history and lineage are widely known in the surrounding communities. In author Jim Northrup's book, Walking the Res Road, he creates a spin-off character of my grandfather called Clifford Spinaway. A couple of years ago, I made a phone call to Dwayne's Photography in Aiken, Minnesota to get copies of old family portraits of me and my brother. Dwayne answered the phone. The same man who took my picture as a child also took my grandfather Clifford's photo with the red headdress on. He kept me on the phone for 15 minutes while he told me a story about how strong Clifford was. My grandfather was a cement mason and could carry 3 concrete blocks at one time. Clifford owned his own construction company and taught all of his sons how to rebuild engines and race cars. We grew up poor, but we were rich in other ways. While the economic situation for most tribal nations is dire, we have to remember that tribal economies were based on access to the land. Every fall, I look forward to harvesting and processing wild rice, or manoomin. On some years, Sandy Lake's surrounding bays are the largest producer of wild rice in all of Minnesota. I made a business out of it and sold it to different markets, some being more successful than others. It's hard work, ricing, fixing, building. We do not accept monetary benefits from Mille Lacs. We do not hang around the fort, and we are not per cap Indians. The MCT gave my grandfather so many problems while standing in the way of our history. He chose to enroll his children in Red Lake. Consequently, many of our members aren't enrolled at all due to neither nation recognizing each other's Minnesota Ojibwe blood. Our people have a high rate of military service. We are modern-day warriors. My mother taught me to advocate for our relatives and to preserve our way of life. Our ways of thinking come from the land. Our intellectual sovereignty is rooted in place. My life changed when my car was vandalized while living in Morgan Park in Duluth. During deer hunting season and around the time of both of our birthdays, the taillight by my mom's Howling for Wolves bumper sticker had been broken. The nearly 2/3 of Native people in the United States who do not live on reservation lands can be even more vulnerable to these constant attacks and inaccuracies. With the recent passing of my mother, it was no longer necessary to live near the hospitals anymore. Duluth's housing crisis meant suitable living for my large family, and all of our baggage would be non-existent. St. Louis County would tell me they were out of money, and I would again become a foster parent of 4 children whose needs had never been met. This is a perfect example of why poverty is a result of structural colonialism. Settler colonialism is really a system of oppression that involves displacing and replacing Native people with non-Indians to assimilate them into dominant culture and claim their resources as theirs in the long run. We are a testament to survival in modern America,